we go again. This is, what, the fourth night that I've done this? I think I'd be a little more used to it by now. Or maybe it's just tonight. The last few days have not been kind to me. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but there's something of a windstorm going on. Of course, being that we live in the slums, it's not that cool. It's mostly dust that gets blown up, and it's still sticky as ever, which doesn't help when the bar is packed with people trying to get away from all that wind and dirt. Again, I'm not complaining about the business. I have to survive, I have to run the business. Part of that money goes towards funding Avalanche, so yeah, we need as much of it as we can get. But I don't know if it's something in the air or if it's the storm or whatnot, but some of the customers coming in recently have just been, like, ridiculously obnoxious. I don't even know where to begin. I know, I should expect these things. I'm a barmaid, I live in the slums, I serve alcohol for a living. I look the way I do. I'm not saying that I'm pretty, because I don't think I am. But apparently, because of certain physical features, a lot of guys see me as nothing more than eye candy. And when you add alcohol into the mix, the results aren't always very pretty. And the thing about it is, I can't start fights with every guy that makes a rude comment to me or tries to grab my ass or something. I usually just have to keep trying to brush it off or playing along as you would. It's a fine line between taking care of business and flirting. Obviously, I have no intentions whatsoever when I sweet talk, but I was raised to roll with the punches, you know, not speaking literally, but, you know, like, I can't fight my way out of everything, and if I'm constantly giving my customers a black eye, what do you think is going to happen to business? That's right, there won't be any. So I had to learn and adapt and work out a system that suited me and the needs of the bar. I mean, not that I can't kick anybody out. Of course, if things get really bad, then I have every right to. Just sometimes you're not always allowed to say no, even if it seems like things have gone really far. And again, if I'm constantly throwing out customers too, even without beating them up. In short, it's a fine line that I walk. And recently, things have been, yeah. I've had the occasional smart remark, you know, pick-up lines, that sort of thing. I've had a couple guys ask me if these are real, which, yes, they are. I didn't ask for them, but they're here now. And they are 100% natural. I had one guy try to stick his hand up my skirt, which I had to brush off with a playful slap and a smile and a short quip. I did hurriedly move on to the next table, though, because I wasn't about to give him another chance to escalate the situation any further. Thankfully, he kept his hands to himself for the rest of the night. If there's one thing that will get me to kick someone out of the bar, though, it's not if they mess with me, but if they mess with someone I care about. 'Cause Obviously, we've got other people living here. Barrett occasionally pops his head in from time to time during the bar shifts. There are quite a few times where he's actively drinking, and I'm serving him. Sometimes he wants to pay. Most of the time, I just tell him, no, it's on the house. He's got like an unlimited bar tab there. So, there was one instance, however, where Marlene had to come up for something. And there were some guys at a nearby table. They were a bit tipsy. And one of them thought it would be a good idea to walk up to her and put his hands on her and make some very inappropriate comments to a child. He didn't grope her because he would have gotten off a lot worse than he did. But the fact that he's putting his hands on her forcibly and saying things that no child should have to hear was enough to make me see red. I did not punch him as much as I wanted to, but I got him to leave the bar. I got him and his friends to pack up and mosey on out, because you don't mess with Marlene on my watch. Barrett, I don't have to worry so much about, because Barrett's a tough guy, and Barrett knows how to take care of himself. He knows how to kick butt if necessary, though thankfully he hasn't started any bar brawls with anyone in the joint yet. I can't believe I have to say that. But Marlene's just a kid. She doesn't know how to deal with that kind of stuff, and she shouldn't have to. Throw all the comments you want at me. I'm a big girl. I can take it. I can protect myself if necessary. She can't. And I'm not going to let this world do anything to her, corrupt her, harm her in any way. Wow. I had a lot more on my mind than I thought I did. And sounds like the monsters are howling too. Great, they're up now. Here's hoping we don't get any stragglers wandering into the slums. That's just what I need out here. To have one of them come rifling through the trash cans, or come over this way because they see the light and they hear the sound. I'm not really in the mood to fight with anybody tonight. I can, but I don't want to. I would prefer to just relax, take a load off, and get some sleep. Dream of a better tomorrow. Because that's really all I can do at this point. I have to keep my head up, my chin up, and those monsters are getting really, really loud. As if I didn't have enough to deal with tonight. Now those things are deciding to make a big old ruckus right when I need quiet the most. And
Tifa, somebody left a weird mess in the corner and it smells bad.
Are you kidding me? Okay, everybody, that's all for this video. I gotta take care of a little mess that somebody decided to leave behind. It's all part of running a bar. It's all part of running a bar. I've done this for a few years now. I can deal with it. It'll take a little longer to clean up, but I can deal with it. And then I'm off to bed. So until next time, good night, everybody.